Hi, it's Mary at videoblogmarketing.com. Today I'm going to talk about how to use the Google Keywords tool to find people who are looking for you and see if you can actually get your blog to the top of the searches. Right now, I'm going to mostly focus on lawyer marketing because I have a real heart for attorneys and attorney marketing. But if you happen to be listening to this and you're not an attorney and you're any kind of small business, or even if you're trying to reach business to business, it doesn't matter. Everybody's online searching nowadays and looking for good free information. And if you're out there giving the information and they find you, all the better. So this has worked for me doing business to business marketing as well as just picking up individual clients. So here we are looking at my Google Reader. And I read a whole bunch of different kinds of blogs. And right now I'm going to look at a personal injury lawyer blog. This is by Mike Bryant in Minnesota, and he's a very prolific writer. He writes a lot, which is great. I'm going to click on this in my Google Reader, and it'll take me to the website where this is hosted. Unfortunately, his blog is not on his own website, which is kind of a mistake because every time this guy blogs, it would make his own website get better search engine results. Every time somebody wanted to read what he was talking about, they would be clicking right into his website rather than some sort of blog network site. So he may get clients from this, but it won't help his website get better search engine results. So he's talking about an adjuster showing up in the hospital room. Let's go online and see how many people are actually searching on that. The way I do that is I go into the Google AdWords tool, and I'm going to click on that right here. And yeah, we usually have to put in a little CAPTCHA to show that we're real people. Okay, so now we're in. And by the way, if you have any trouble finding this keywords tool, it's adwords.google.com. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to his blog and I'm going to grab, these are the keywords that he's using in this blog post. Now, not all blog posts have to get clients. It's not like every single time, but it would be nice, wouldn't it, if you were always reaching people that needed your help. So let's put that phrase in there. The adjuster shows up in the hospital room. Any one of these terms could end up being something that people are searching on. It could be hospital, adjuster, a room, hospital room. So let's just search the keywords tool. And if okay, so here we are. And actually, it took out these phrases because that means nobody's actually searching on it. And it gives you some other ideas of what people are searching on. So already it's like Google knows that we're talking about accident and claims and compensation. These are giving you other ideas about what could actually be searched on. But one of the things I would do if I was him, because he's probably, as an attorney, you're practicing in a certain state. So he's practicing in the state of Minnesota. I would put in Minnesota, which I always forget how to spell, so I'll just grab it. Oops. Put in Minnesota. So that we can target local people. And let's put in hospital, Minnesota Hospital. Now, that might be a great place for a personal injury attorney's website to show up. And let's see actually what would happen if we did that. How many people are searching on Minnesota Hospital? Well, the competition is very low and 18,100 people are searching. And what they mean by local monthly searches, they don't actually mean in Minnesota. Even though we've narrowed it down by putting the word Minnesota in there, they actually mean in the United States. But 18,100 people monthly are searching on the term Minnesota Hospital. That's pretty good. Let's go see how competitive it would be for us if we had our own blog to put in Minnesota Hospital. Wait, I'm going to cut and paste it into Google and see what our competition is like at Google. Okay, so this is pretty cool because it doesn't show you that map section at the top, which means that a lot of people are not vying for that position. Here it is in the title tags, Minnesota Hospital. You can see where they've used the actual search term because Google highlights it or makes it bold. So here's hospitals, and they've got Minnesota. This area is called your description tags. And so even the word Minnesota is not in there. If you had Minnesota in your description tags and in your title tags and also in your URL, you probably would have a very, very good chance of hitting the first page of Google. And I think for a personal injury lawyer, being on the front page of Google under Minnesota hospitals, if you were a Minnesota personal injury attorney, that might be a very good place to show up. So I'm just going over this very quickly to give you an idea of the keywords tool. And I also want to make sure that you know I have just a big heart for attorneys. And this is an amazing guy who writes all the time, Mike Bryant. If you need a personal injury attorney in Minnesota, he's your guy. And I don't mean this to disrespect him at all. As a matter of fact, I'd love to build his website for him if he needs me. But anybody else, I hope that you've learned something here. Put your blog on your own URL so that when people click on it on Google, they find your website. That's the first thing. The second thing is be just like him and write a lot. And if you have time, go into the Google Keywords tool and find out what people are actually searching on. And Mike Bryant, add the word Minnesota in here and see if you can get yourself to the top of Google. I hope this has been helpful, and anybody who needs me, please call me or email me or leave a comment at the bottom. Google is starting to rank our websites better if you leave comments, so I would appreciate any comments you might have. Thanks a lot.